Thank you for staying with us. Kaduna State is in the eye of the storm again. The State Police Command confirmed the killing of a police personnel, abduction of the Emir of Bungudu in Zamfara State, Alhaji Hassan Ato, as well as unspecified number of people in Doche village along the Kaduna-Abuja Express Road, Jide, this notorious road. And these people, they have no respect or fear for anybody. I was told that this is a first-class traditional ruler that has been abducted, that its security aides were killed.
Yeah, you know, for some time, we didn't receive any report about major abductions on that road. Certain steps were taken, like clearing the overgrown weeds by the side of the road and creating some form of huge setback so that you can see who is coming and all that. So the military asks for that so that they can protect the people better, and that was done. They perfected it in the northeast so that the road shoulders are usually free, so they can see anybody coming from afar. But as we always say, vigilance is key. And I think a philosopher said, eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. To sustain your freedom, you still have to be vigilant. If you relax, the enemy might strike anytime. This is what we have seen, that it is possible for these guys to stay away from an area for some time. When they see that we have relaxed, the security is quite relaxed, they will then strike in that area. That looks like what has happened now. Although they've been attacking emirs, they've been attacking convoys of emirs. Remember that of Potiskum, they killed many people where they wanted to abduct the emir of Potiskum on his way from Zaria at night. They didn't succeed. They tried to also abduct the emir of Birnin-Gwari. They didn't succeed. So as we can see now, this time around, they have succeeded. And it won't be because there was no security personnel guiding the emir. They too always come prepared. Even in killing the, I think, emir, in the attack on the emir of Yauri, back then, they killed about 7 policemen.
And if you have 7 policemen in your convoy,
you want to feel that you are comfortable. I always say that, look, it depends on how strong those attacking you and the weapons they are carrying. Because we've seen them attack army convoys. We've seen them kill Air Force personnel in the Birnin-Gwari area. They killed about 8 Air Force officers. So for you to kill them, it means that you had sufficient weaponry, or maybe they fired an RPG at them, which will kill many people when you use the RPG, because it's designed to destroy more tanks. So this is what we are facing now. These guys, as we are attacking them, they are also not relaxing. They are running away from the war zone and moving into other areas to continue to kidnap people. See what is happening in Kaduna. So you see clearly that they are not relenting, and we too should never relent.
Should be a sustained war.
Yes, that's what Yoruba say. Oh no, now. The child who says, my mother, I'm going to deny you sleep. You too, you will not experience sleep. That's the attitude that we should have. And as I said yesterday, setbacks will come. There's no way we can avoid it. And even when the setbacks happen, we will talk about it. But we encourage our troops to continue to give their best. It is not hatred. To think that when you talk about setbacks, you hate the army is just downright foolishness. It's not hatred. What we need to continue to encourage them, provide the things that they need, and help them to secure us better.
Mujid, it's something that is even a big problem now, even down south. I've received situation reports from Ondo State Amotekun, Ekiti State Amotekun, their boundary areas. People are saying that, look, these people, fleeing, the hot spot in the north. There's a tendency that they want to fix this place, so the Amotekun guys are trying to secure the boundaries.
It's increasingly becoming worrisome. This is following on the heels of what happened at the NDA. Kaduna is especially becoming, Kaduna is, the situation in Kaduna is becoming scary, about how many weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, we had the NDA incident where they broke into the barracks. Now, Kaduna-Abuja highway, which has been notorious, and like Jide said, this has gone down for some time. But these bandits, the moment you keep paying them ransom, they go and enjoy their loot. The moment they see that their money is going down, they come back again. They are tired of rustling cattle or rearing cattle.
They might not be able to go back to that life.
They have seen that it is easier and more lucrative to kidnap and get huge chunks of money. Yeah, than how
much are you going to sell?
The biggest
10 heads of cattle.
10 heads of cattle. So they have seen now that they are not getting caught. So they are getting away with the heinous crimes.
Yes.
They are kidnapping. So banditry has become something that is, it's like we have no capacity. We have no capacity to deal with it. So I commend the efforts of our military, but when things like this happen, it demoralizes them too, because and when we also see a situation where we don't have enough manpower to deal with the situation. Like they were saying yesterday, a local government in one of those states is bigger than
Zamfara.
In Zamfara. It's bigger than the whole of Ekiti or Enugu state. So or Lagos, and the size of Sambisa forest alone is so massive. So these guys, they know the terrain, and they use it at a training ground. That's why we have a very difficult terrain. The same way the U.S. failed to win a war in Afghanistan. It's difficult to defeat the bandits, but we can reduce the limits of their activities. By coordinated security, logistics, and strategy. That's the only way we can do it. I will continue to plead with our security men to continue to do their job and of securing lives and property, but it's really becoming worrisome in what is happening, especially in Kaduna, especially with the kidnap of a first-class Emma.
Yes, sometimes I marvel at the level of sanity of these people. They don't have no-go area. They don't have things that, look, this is rules of engagement. They just do anything. Kidnap the young, kidnap the middle age. Now a first-class traditional ruler. Wow. So, and nothing like tradition to them, nothing like religion to them. They're just a bunch of, people that they derive pleasure in taking all sort of, ingesting all sort of things.
Yeah. They went to a leprosarium the other day, where they are treating people who have leprosy. They went to attack the place.
They don't know.
You can't see such people and say that they are human beings anymore. Somebody said that they are retired headsmen. So the guy said there is just a little difference between them and the animals that they are.
Yeah.
Because
they speak the language of the animals.
That the only difference is that the cattle cannot talk. The cattle can hear you. The cattle hears your language. Yes. When you call a headsman, for example, can control about 1,000 cows by just one statement.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
And they will respond.
They will respond. So, but the cattle will not talk back. That's the difference between man and animal. Now these guys, the extent to which they are going. If you are going, they've been attacking hospitals in Zaria. Hospitals. Now, yes, the medical directors, the patients going to. So the medical directors say people are even afraid now to take their sick to the hospital because they could come. They are not just attacking even the residential area of hospitals, the staff quarters. They are going to pick people inside hospitals. Mad people we are dealing with. Mad, completely maladjusted people. Those are people that we are dealing with.
Under the heavy influence of drugs.
Drugs, everything.
Yeah.
They made up their mind. I told you how our friend said that one bandit in Kaduna said it is only cowards who want to go to heaven. You see, his own interpretation of cowardness is for you not to
do the right thing,
to be frontal at attacking people or killing people. You want to be gentlemanly, so you are a coward. That's how he sees it, and he says it's because you want to go to heaven. So he's saying that it is only cowards who want to go to heaven. I've said repeatedly, there's a video that a friend sent to me, said, Jide, you've said it repeatedly that these guys, these headsmen, especially those of them running riot in northern Nigeria, they are not Muslims. They are largely animists. So to see a man because he answers a Muslim name and imagine that he's a Muslim is a waste of time. Don't brand him a Muslim. No, he's not a Muslim. So he sent me a video. He said, Jide, you'll be saying this thing that these guys are not Muslims. As you can see, this guy is not a Muslim. If you tell him, you said you are a Muslim too, Karantamana, Fatiamana, he will not be able to read it. He won't be able to recite it.
And no Muslim will go and kidnap an Emma.
I mean, if you now say that you say you are a Muslim and you cannot recite the...
But they have been bombing mosques. They have been attacking mosques.
No, they are not Muslim.
They are all the same.
You know, if you cannot recite the Fatiha, how can you lay claim to being a Muslim? Recite it even halfway, maybe I will give you 40 marks. But you can't recite at all. You are an animist. You are an idol worshipper.
And that's what you start your day with. I mean, you must be able to recite Fatiha to at least say your 5 daily prayers. It is a must. That's the first thing you say.
So those who
if you don't know how to recite Fatiha, then it means you are not a Muslim.
Okay, I have Paul from Cross River State. Yes, thank you for joining us, Paul.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, gentlemen in the studio. I want to make a comment regarding the insecurity in our nation, Nigeria. It has become a very pitiable state that we are on daily basis discussing the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. I want to inform us, for those who care to listen, that our foot soldiers, those on the field, are retiring on daily basis. Of recent, about 400 have tendered their resignation from the Nigerian Navy, and so on. This is to show you that even those on ground have lost faith in our nation because our leaders have failed. They have failed to show that leadership. It is a pity. It is high time the president and other well-meaning Nigerians stood up for the right thing. Let us call a spade a spade. Let us call a spade a spade. Nigeria cannot continue in this situation. We know the solutions to our problems. Let us come out plain and solve our problems.
Okay. Thank you, Kemele. Thank
I
you for
appreciate your comments.
For your contribution. So,
Ayo, you know the most scary thing that's going on is the fact that these bandits, especially in Kaduna State, I've been saying it for some time, but it's getting worse. They now move into people's homes to pick people. In the Chikun local government area of Kaduna, for example, they could raid the street. They'll be picking people from their homes. Even in Abuja, this Tungamaje area, they go into people's homes to pick them. Now, this story is saying that a lecturer, Ahmed Buba, in Zaria, they went to his house to seize his children. And also they shot a soldier. The soldier is dead now. They now went to his neighbor's house, picked his wife and 2 of his children. I mean, how terrible can people be? If you go, you can imagine a man went to look for how to make money for the family, to put food on their table, and you before you get back home, you hear that they've taken your wife and your kids away. The speaker of Zamfara State, that they set ablaze his house and other houses, his father and stepmother are still with them as we speak. I mean, these are not human beings. Because there is a level of empathy that a normal human being should have. They've completely lost empathy for fellow man. And that's why.
Beyond that, like I said earlier, because we've not been really hard on the bandits, when we see some of our elders saying that we should continue to negotiate with them and pay them ransom, and it's because they are angry, that's why they are behaving that way. They will always, I mean, that will give them the
sense of entitlement
to continue, and that's why they are going now into the towns. I don't see anywhere in the world where we should be giving bandits that kind of a freedom. I mean, I will be negotiating with them. So, but in a situation where we don't have enough manpower and enough technology to face these guys, then it's like we are helpless. It is really, really scary.
I have Abubakar from Kaduna State. Thank you for joining us, Abu.
Abu, yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Baba Jide.
Yeah, Keke Abu.
And the other colleague is there. Yeah, thank you. Love you, Baba Jide.
You are listening to your monitor, Abu. I'm going to cut you off. Or just reduce the volume of that monitor. Step away.
Of Kaduna State, we are under siege. We are under siege.
Yes. Just keep talking. Don't listen to yourself. Just keep talking.
Okay. Honestly, we, the people of Kaduna, we are under siege. We have 23 local governments in Kaduna, and only 2 local governments are safe. That's Kaduna North and Kaduna South. But the rest 21 local government, they are highly unsecure due to the insecurity level that you cannot go out or come in from Kaduna. So honestly, this high level of insecurity is bothering us, but we don't know. But nevertheless, our government is trying its best, but we need federal government intervention. Thank you.
Yes. Made a valid point.
That's somebody calling from Kaduna. So if we say it here, they will say we don't like some people, or maybe we are exaggerating. But that person lives in Kaduna is telling us that out of 23 local governments in Kaduna, only 2, Kaduna North and South.
I think
that's the
city center.
Yeah, that's the city center.
The Kaduna South is on the outskirts of Kaduna town, but all of those places too, like Makera, Kakuri, those places are safe. That's the point that he's making, because those areas, Kakuri, they are in Kaduna South, you know. So there is a need to secure that state. Kaduna, a city where everybody used to feel like living in. You can see they went into Senator Ibn Allah's son's house to kill him.
That's the height.
Yes, they went, they scaled the wall, entered the roof, and then came down and tied him like a goat. Left him like that until he bled to death.
Hopefully, with the military, with the sustained military campaign, hopefully, we might, as Jesus said earlier, we might not get immediate results, but ultimately we get results. Before, they were just having a kind of free reign, but right now, they know that, look, they can't afford to be in the same place. They're on the run. And I feel that the military attack will be sustained.
We need to increase our intake, our recruitment into the military. We need to do that. It's going to cost us money, then it is something we must do. Because the moment we give these bandits the feeling that they can run a free reign then, I mean, there's a problem. I mean, it doesn't come cheap to train military men and other security agencies. But I know they have been collaborating with the DSS, NIA, and the police, but we need to increase our security manpower to be able to face these guys. I mean, the other day, I mean, they move in droves to overrun military bases. And I mean, when they are going to attack, I mean, you can see the coordinated attack on the NDA.
Okay.
I keep repeating
A
it.
friend just told me that Emir of Kawara Namuda was the one who was attacked and 7 people were killed, not Emir of Yauri. No, the same state, but
Yeah.
not Yauri, Kawara Namuda.
Okay.
So it's really I mean, it's something that we have to develop a long-term plan. I mean, by increasing our military personnel, it costs money, but it's something we have to do.
We hope that before the end of this year, all our Tucanos will be in, and we are going to have, because the advantage we have right now is that air power. Because when I'm looking at these guys on the ground, it's going to be difficult to match these guys or to route them from wherever they are hiding.
We don't even want the personnel to deploy everywhere.
That's the point I'm making. We don't have the personnel.
All right, we'll take this break. We'll be right back after this time out. Stay with us.